Good evening, everyone. Giving all praise and honor to God. I said I wanted to come here and be my authentic self. So with that being said, what's up, y'all? My name is Andrea Rucker, affectionately known as Angie, the nickname my grandmother gave me. May she rest in peace and continue watching over us. Tonight, I wanted to share how God made my life's test become my testimony and how I became a firm believer that he gives his toughest battles to his strongest angels. The title of my story is Angie Badass, Still Standing, Still Fighting. On a cold winter's day during the ice storm, January 19th, 1979, I came into this world at Barnes Hospital. My parents probably should have known then that I was going to be something special. The eldest child, I was always the boss, the protector, the one in charge. Growing up was fun. We never lacked the essential things in life. My mother did everything she could to take care of us as a single parent. Now, don't get it twisted. My daddy was active too, doing the best he could until the devil got busy in his life. But God turned his situation around, and I'm blessed to have my mother, father, stepmother, and former mother-in-law still active in my life. My family, man, we be lit. Every time we get together, it's nothing but laughs and good times. I did the girly things with my sisters and cousins, but hanging with my boy cousins and brother was where I really felt at home. Being a tomboy kept me fit and ready for the heavyweight fights life was about to throw at me. Let me tell you, as a 5-year-old girl, I should have been looking forward to kindergarten, coloring, and playing, not hiding and keeping disgusting secrets from my mom. From the age of 5 to 10, I was molested by people my mom trusted to care for us while she worked. I kept that secret buried for years. Why? Because I was scared, confused, lost, and ashamed. I felt like I had let everyone down. I can still remember begging my abusers not to touch my brother or sisters, promising I wouldn't tell if they left them alone. I shielded and protected them while God kept us covered. That situation messed me up physically, mentally, emotionally, and in the midst of all that, I learned about grief. I was just 8 years old when I attended my first funeral. My cousin, who was only a couple of years older than me, had passed away. I didn't understand why everyone was dressed up like Easter, but there was no bunny, no eggs, no candy, just sadness. I'll never forget seeing my cousin laying there, looking like he was asleep, but no matter how loud the room got, he never moved. That moment, I learned the real meaning of death, and it left me sad, confused, with my mind all over the place. Those early experiences shaped me as I grew into a young woman. At 16, I became a mother during my junior year of high school. I was scared, lost, confused, and ashamed, and embarrassed all over again. I felt like I had let everyone down, especially myself. I was supposed to go to college, play basketball, maybe even make it to the WNBA. That was the plan, but the devil moves in crazy ways. Grief hit me hard again when I lost my grandmother, the rock of our family, just 6 months after I had my son. I went into a deep depression, almost dropping out of high school with just a year to go. But I knew my grandmother would have been disappointed in me if I didn't finish, so I pushed through. I graduated high school, even went to college on a basketball scholarship. No, I didn't finish or earn a degree, but the experience was amazing. I've always kept myself gainfully employed, starting from Emo's Pizza to Skate King to Barnes Jewish Hospital valet service, and then a thriving career at 21 with the United States Postal Service. I served as a letter carrier, supervisor, and even acting manager of customer service. But let me tell you, my time at the post office wasn't easy. I faced constant challenges, passed over for promotions, placed in hostile and unsafe work environments, even dealt with racism at his finest. But God's grace and mercy pulled me through. I'm so thankful for that lie detector test that cleared my name. When it was all said and done, I ran back to delivering mail like Sha'Carri Richardson at the Olympics. Peace out, management. Get somebody else to do it. Grief became a constant fact, a constant companion. I lost another grandmother, grandfather, and an uncle I was extremely close to. As I continued to lose loved ones and friends, I prayed for God to cover me and heal my broken heart. But just when I thought things couldn't get worse, I got caught up in bad marriages, relationships. I was lied to, cheated on, mistreated, and abused. I let them men play me like a video game. One relationship even became physically, mentally, and verbally abusive. And just like before, I hid it all from my parents, family, and friends. The only good thing I got out of those relationships, I was blessed with 3 more sons. During this time, I became angry, rough, tough, rowdy, and just plain ignorant. I was always ready to fight. If on-site was a person, it would have definitely been me. In my hood, they started calling me Angie Badass. I protected mine, no matter what. I demanded my respect, no questions asked. But when I realized I was jeopardizing my freedom and my good government job and the chance of being taken away from my boys, I set my crazy self down somewhere and got some act right real quick. I was superwoman to those boys, my homies for life, and being away from them wasn't an option. Oh, but the devil wasn't done with me. Superwoman, here come that damn kryptonite. Delivering mail took a toll on my body, and in 2014, I was diagnosed with tarsal tunnel syndrome in my left foot. I had surgery that same year. In 2017, I fractured my ACL and bruised my meniscus. Fast forward to 2019, after battling with my former doctors, the post office doctors, workman's compensation doctors, I was diagnosed with degenerative disc that caused my spine to curve and bilateral carpal tunnel syndrome. Receiving treatment in the form of spinal taps, cortisone shots, and therapy, in 2020, I had both hands operated on. But the pains didn't go away. It continued to spread all over my body. I was sent back to doctor after doctor, taking test after test, but no one can give me a concrete answer. My health continued to decline until my OG had enough. She rushed me to St. Louis University Hospital, where I stayed for 2 weeks. After every test, scan, and biopsy they can think of, I was diagnosed with stage 4 multiple myeloma, a bone and blood cancer, stage 2 sarcoma, which is a bone cancer, congestive heart failure, and amyloidosis, which is amyloid disease. If that wasn't enough, in February 2023, I was diagnosed with colon cancer. I've been in and out of the hospital, caught COVID 3 times, and still deal with severe neuropathy. When I was first diagnosed in February 2021, I was literally told I was dying. But I gave it to God, prayed, and put my plan into action, and fought the biggest fight of my life for my life. I couldn't have made it without God and the amazing, strong support system I have, my family and friends. I love y'all. In August 2021, I had a stem cell transplant, and in July 2023, I had a robotic ascending colectomy to remove a portion of my colon. After completing a 1.5 years of chemotherapy between the 3 cancers, I started out taking 15 pills a day, including an oral chemo pill I have to take daily for life, for the rest of my life. I went down to 9 pills, then to 7, now it's 5. The myeloma and sarcoma cancers are in remission. The congestive heart failure and amyloidosis are under control. And on January 18th of this year, the day before my 45th birthday, I rung that bell. All I know, in the voice of Big Glow, I'm COLON, colon cancer free. As I'm approaching 46 in 3 months, I'm happily retired, single, and still got a little motion, as the kids say. I'm living my best life, having my way, and doing what makes me feel good. Giving back to my urban community is my passion. I enjoy coaching and mentoring kids. I'm now going into my 9th season as assistant girls track and field coach at Mason Clark Middle School, and my first season as assistant girls basketball coach at East St. Louis Senior High School as the JV coach. Let me tell y'all, it's been a blessing to be here sharing my story. Even as my body aches, the severe neuropathy feels like I'm touching, standing, and walking on bricks and rocks. And I don't even want to speak about the hot flashes. Woo! Yeah, they kicking my ass right now too, but I'll take all of that because it could be worse. The trials and tribulations life threw at me made me the woman I am today. Despite all the odds stacked against me, I was blessed and managed to raise 4 respectable black men. My eldest son is 29, resides in Arizona, working as a quality assurance manager at 2 companies. My 24-year-old, my mini-me, resides in California, working as a forklift driver. My 19-year-old is playing football as a defensive back on a full scholarship, the true freshman, as they call him, at Central Michigan University. My baby boy is 16, a junior at Eastside, and playing football for the Flyers as a kicker. I even had the pleasure of being active in my stepdaughter's life. She's 30, residing here in Illinois, working as a phlebotomist. And yes, my fly self have 11 wonderful grandchildren. Won't God do it? These past 40-plus years of my life, I can remember, have been crazy. But despite it all, I'm a conqueror. I didn't, don't, and won't let my past struggles and hard times define me. I love myself, I know my worth, and I won't ever settle or lose myself again. I'm protecting my peace, my mind, my body, my soul, my money, and my credit. All while keeping my faith, always staying obedient to God. I surround myself with positive people and keep them squares out my circle. I know y'all feel me. After everything I've been through, I'm still here, humble and strong. I use the push method, pray until something happens to get through life. I didn't let people violate my innocence, failed marriages, domestic violence, career corruption, racism, grief, or a triple cancer diagnosis stop me. I made a promise to God, my sons, my family and friends, I'll keep kicking cancer's ass. The fight and marathon must and will continue. This is how God turned my test into my testimony and made me a firm believer that he gives his strongest battles to his strongest angels, and I know for sure I'm one of them. In the words of our beautiful Madam Vice President, praying the next President of the United States, Ms. Kamala Harris, my daily challenge to myself is to be a part of the solution, to be a joyful warrior in the battle to come. Thank y'all for listening. Have a blessed and wonderful night.